Ciao moi noi. Hello everyone. Chungta Tang or Baibian Nha Trang. We are in Nha Trang, Vietnam, looking out at the beach at the time around sunset. There will not be much commentary here, just here for a while, sitting in a coffee shop and enjoying the view. We're just going to have coconut coffee. There are many coffees in Vietnam, but coconut coffee is a popular variety, cafezua, and you get a complimentary glass of cool tea to go along with it. Just sitting quietly in a coffee shop in Nha Trang, Vietnam. Just enjoying coffee. Chúng ta đang ở bãi biển Nha Trang. Cafezua, coconut coffee. We'll take a walk on the beach a bit later. Chúng ta đi bộ về bãi biển một chút phút. Hello Sanad. I hope you're enjoying the video. Thanks for watching. This is Nha Trang in Vietnam. Nha Trang is one of the coastal cities in Vietnam. There are many coastal cities, but Nha Trang is among the more beautiful ones. This is the city of Nha Trang city center. We are at the end of the beach, and the beach is very crowded again, summer vacations. And then you have the cable car going from the mainland to Vinpearl, which is a amusement park on an island 7 kilometers from Nha Trang. I live in Da Nang, which is in the center of Vietnam, but I am visiting Nha Trang till tomorrow. An Songo Da Nang Hoang Hai Nam Myong An Kung Thik Nha Trang. So I've been living in Da Nang for about 3 years now. Just on a visit to Nha Trang, going back to Da Nang tomorrow. The water is a bit rougher now because it's got a bit cloudy. In the morning, the water was very calm. So look at the water, it's so clean and green. Even though it's cloudy, the water looks green. In the afternoon, the water was completely light green color. Amazing Nha Trang, Vietnam. We'll take a walk in a little time. So most of the Vietnamese people, they go to swim in the evening, whereas the foreigners would swim earlier in the day. This is the coffee shop and the restaurant. Nha Trang View 378. Yesterday was Sunday and of course the beach was more crowded. Sorry for the brief interruption, but we are continuing the walk now back to the city center. A nice walking area along the beach, and there are of course many hotels on the beach front. Expensive properties, but the bigger resorts are in the north of Nha Trang, and if you are on a budget, you can still find smaller hotels somewhere behind the beach front, not too far away, because Nha Trang is a small city. Nha Trang is not very big. Nha Trang View 378 is a good coffee shop to get a view. It's sunset here in Vietnam. Chúng ta đang bãi biển ở Nha Trang. We are in Nha Trang in Vietnam. This is a Wind bus, a free bus to take you to the resort of Wind Pearl, which is located here. And you go on a beautiful cable car across the ocean. Pets are not typically allowed on the beach or in the parks, at least in Da Nang and in Nha Trang. But I love pets and I'm not complaining. I love pets. This is Nha Trang, a beautiful coastal city in Vietnam. Clean water, Clean roads, clean city, beautiful people, amazing food, and the views. There are no better views in the world anywhere. It's as good as it gets. That's the Windpearl amusement park. You go by cable car from the mainland. This here, the city center. Sun is setting. Everyone is going back after swimming now. For those of you who don't know, we are in Nha Trang in Vietnam. Trang or Vietnam. Nha Trang by the end, Nha Trang. I wish I was a child without any cares in the world. This area there are no hotels, so mostly local Vietnamese and long-term residents. Mostly Russians love to stay in Vietnam. I'm sorry, in Nha Trang. Nha Trang, Russians are the biggest population of foreigners here, I guess. But further down are the hotels, and many of the foreign tourists will stay in the bigger hotels here. Even there are some small hotels behind. The big resorts are in that direction with their private beaches. That is the Windpearl Resort, amusement park. You go by the cable car. The beach is less crowded than it was yesterday. Of course, the new week has started, so it's people are working. Some of us are here on the beach. There's a saying, life's a beach. Not true. Life is tough, and you can't really stay on the beach forever, no matter how beautiful it is. Anzatik Baidian, Anzatik Nha Trang, and Songo Penang Quang Hainam, and New Vietnam. Bây giờ chúng ta đi bộ về bãi biển của Nha Trang. We are presently walking on the beach in Nha Trang city in Vietnam. Many big hotels here, the Sheraton, the Intercontinental, and further up is Panorama apartments, really good apartments. I was staying there earlier, fantastic view. We are in Nha Trang in Vietnam. Bây giờ chúng ta đi bộ về ở bãi biển Nha Trang. We're continuing the walk on the beach in Nha Trang in Vietnam. You can do snorkeling in these waters. The water is very clean and it's cloudy, so the water is a bit rougher than in the afternoon. Afternoon there were no waves at all. Many water sports. I have not seen parasailing here because I live in Da Nang and there's a lot of parasailing. But there's a paragliding here, a motorized paragliding. We might see it in today evening a bit later. And of course you can rent a SUP kind of paddling boat and go out. You can rent tubes and many other things. Football is a popular sport and on the beach too. People like to cover up in sand. I guess as a kind of mud therapy. Sheraton Hotel. It's an intercontinental hotel. Two big malls also here. Way by Bien or Nha Trang. We are in the city of Nha Trang in Vietnam. One of the most beautiful cities in Vietnam and in the world. Got beautiful beaches, small hills around the city, and a small city center. This is the city center with many big hotels and many good restaurants serving fresh seafood. Of course, in Vietnam, the people are amazing, and the food is amazing, the culture is amazing, and the natural scenery is amazing. Tons of thick New Tuyệt and Songo, Danang, Quang, Hainam, and Hokkien Viet, and Noi Mochuk Tien Viet, Boiri Tien Viet Zappa. I've been staying in Vietnam in Da Nang for about 3 years, trying to learn Vietnamese on the Duolingo app and also through teachers. It's a tough language to learn. I know many words, but sometimes very hard to make sentences. But still, I've learned a lot. There's a rainbow there, but it's a very light rainbow. I don't know if you can see it. Very light rainbow. It rained in Nha Trang and across Vietnam in the last week. Even though it's summer, there were rains, and of course there was a big storm in the area of Halong Bay. This is the summer season. Hopefully later in the year we don't have many more storms in Vietnam. I live in Da Nang, and the rainy season will start in September. For 3 months there will be a lot of rainfall in Da Nang. But currently in Da Nang and also in Nha Trang, it's the peak tourist season. So many big hotels here. It's the Intercontinental. A lot of dragonflies right now, I don't know why. Rất nhiều chuồn chuồn ở đây. Anh không biết tại sao. Rất nhiều chuồn chuồn ở đây. So this part of the beach is more crowded. On that part and the northern side, there were less hotels, but now we are in the peak, in the center of the city center, and many big hotels here, and of course many tourists live here. Thank you for watching the live stream today, and you can of course watch it again on the channel Vietnam Eye. You can also watch many more videos from Vietnam. I made the channel just a month ago as a tribute to Vietnam, a country I've grown to love more and more every day. So it's my tribute to Vietnam because I love it here, and I thought I should share how beautiful Vietnam is with more people through YouTube. So thank you for your subscriptions and for your likes and comments, and do visit the channel and check out more videos, and we will do more live streaming on the channel too. So if you subscribe, you will get informed about all the events on the channel. There are many coffee shops here and bars here, and there seems to be a party being organized in this particular spot. Many people host their wedding functions and anniversaries and birthdays here. And of course, there are many team building events on the beach by companies. I never worked for a company which had a team building on the beach, but I did work with other companies which had other events, and I'm happy wherever I had the chance to work. This is the Happy Beach restaurant. Of course, the best place to take selfies is on the beach. Some event here tonight. Happy Beach Bar. The water is so gentle. The water is warm and clean. Perfect for swimming. Happy Beach. It's always a happy time on the beach. We are currently walking on the beach in Nha Trang in Vietnam, a very beautiful coastal city of Vietnam, and one of the most beautiful beaches in the world. If you can watch the beach from here and from the top of the hotels, in the morning it looks different, in the evening it looks different, at night it looks different, and it's really spectacular. I live in Da Nang and I love Da Nang. My second visit to Nha Trang in 3 years, but this time I came for just 2 days and I stayed for 1 week. Because I discovered that Nha Trang is very beautiful too, even though I love Da Nang the most. An Songo Da Nang Quang Hai Nam An Zat Yu Da Nang Nyong An Didu Lake Nha Trang và an Tung Thik Nha Trang rất nhiều. Most Vietnamese people will come out to swim later in the evening, not when it's too sunny, because nobody wants to get a dark skin here. Same thing would apply to the Chinese and the Korean and the Japanese tourists, I guess. But the European and the American, the Australian tourists would love to sunbathe in the afternoon. They come here for breakfast. Nui Viet thick boy. I didn't plan to speak much on the beach on this walk. I just spoke a lot because it's just so beautiful. There's no need to say anything. An Khong Mun noise at New An Thai Bai Bien. An Hiwang Moi Nui